So with Rashid coming out tomorrow, I thought that this would be a great time to make a tier list. Street Fighter 6 has been out for about 6 weeks or so, and I've got some tournament experience, did pretty well. I've been playing online quite a bit. I've been playing a variety of characters, and again, with Rashid coming in, Evo coming up, I think it's a really good time to make a tier list. And obviously, you're going to be in the comment section flaming every single one of my picks and decisions, but I encourage it. Make sure you guys leave comments down below. Now, the way that we're going to go through this, we're going to actually go over why I chose the tiers that I chose. Notice that the lowest I go is B. I think that this game is really well balanced. I do think they do downgrade a little bit at the tier, but I think that all of these characters have the ability to compete and do well. Some might just have a little bit more difficult of a time doing so. When we go through these, we're also going to pick characters in this order. So I'm going to be placing each character in the tier as we go. Blanca, we're going to put down in, S-. Who's going to be S-? I think Blanca is really strong. He's got great tools in the neutral. He has far-reaching buttons. He has a bunch of shenanigans that he can do with his doll, his rag doll, whatever you want to call that, with the electric. He's able to create cross-up situations that are really good. I think he does well in a lot of matchups. He gets around zoning with his crouch slide fierce. I just think he's really strong. I don't think he's utilized to the potential that he probably could be utilized to at this point. He may go up here, I think. That's just my opinion, but right now I'm going to put him in S-. Also, his OD air ball is plus on block, and it's really good as far as your wake up goes because it gets away from throws. So it's a way to punish throws. He also has a good reversal. His anti-airs are good. Just a good character overall. Cami. Cami at one point I thought was up here. I thought Cami was the best character or one of the best characters in the game, but I'm going to put Cami right here in S-. She does everything really well for the most part. Her strike throw is really good. Her throw loops are very good. Her pressure on wake up is very good. She's got great anti-zoning tools. I think that her crouch medium kick is really good, and you're able to link it to combo really well. She has a lot of winning matchups. She does well, especially against some of the top tier characters, which we'll get to. She does falter against some of the command grab characters, at least I believe. I've actually been playing Cami quite a bit as of recently. And with more experience with the character, I do think that she isn't necessarily top, but she has the potential to be. But I'm going to put her right here in S-. Chun-Li. And Chun-Li we're going to put in S- as well. And her projectile is really good. It controls space well. She's able to walk behind it. She has very good reaching buttons. The only thing I think that's keeping her from up here at S+, because I think she's literally that strong, is not having throw loops. So because she doesn't have throw loops and she has to spend meter in order to get into throw loop, I think that drops her down. Throw loops in this game are so strong. Crouch medium into drive rush, so strong. Or just drive rush into crouch medium into combo. You're not spending as much meter, so strong. Right? And she can do those things really well. She's just missing the throw loop, but I think that she has enough stuff that really makes up for it. DJ. So we're going to place DJ up in S+. He's an S+ character. I think he's one of the best in the game, not the best, but I think he's one of the best. He's got really good far-reaching buttons. He doesn't have that, crouch medium into drive rush type action going on, but I think that what he does well, he really does well. He's got good anti-airs. I know a lot of DJ players, they say his anti-airs aren't very good, but that very high kick seems to work pretty well. I've utilized it. I have had success with it. His up kicks are very good. His projectiles are good. One thing that I will say with DJ, he is a little bit more drive impact susceptible. I think that hurts him a little bit, but his drive rush is crazy. It's super fast. You get in super quick, super easily, and it's going to take a really, really high-level player in order to check that. And I'm going to put him in S+. Next, we have Guile. I'm going to put him in S+, and I'm going to put him ahead of DJ. And Guile is a character that I utilized for the second beta as well as the first few weeks of this game's life, and I think he's just awesome. I got a little bit bored playing Guile, to be honest with you. The projectile game is really strong. I started playing some other characters, and I just kind of wanted to branch out. I might go back to Guile because I think he's just that good. His buttons are crazy. His crouch medium, his forward or crouch medium kick, forward medium kick, his back heavy punch, right? All of these buttons are great. His stand light kick, super good. The projectile game's crazy. Anti-airs are crazy. He's got really good supers. He's got a great reversal. His reversal is probably one of the best in the game. I know I'm probably, preaching to the choir here, but I think that he's, really that good. Honda. Honda is a character that has been of very large debate on the interwebs as of recently. There was a streamer that was going against a character or a person who was using Honda as a character and just using headbutt over and over again. They weren't even like blocking it half the time, and they weren't like pushing a button afterward. It was ugly, and people were complaining that Honda was too strong. And you know what? I thought about that, and that's why I'm putting Honda down here in A-. So I don't think Honda is as strong as many people think, especially at a high level. When you play against Honda, it's overwhelming at first, before you understand how to combat the butt stomp and how to combat the headbutt. You take those two things away, and he's pretty, we'll say basic. He's very linear in his approach. He's got a good drive rush. His stand medium punch, +1, very good. He's got a pretty good forward heavy kick, which is like the low. It reaches out pretty far. I utilize that very often. Sumo lift is a great way to extend combos. His stand heavy punch, bang, he just chops him right out the air. Very good anti-air. He's very good as far as his pressure goes, his damage, things like that. In the neutral, though, his walk speed and some other things really hold him back. And I'm going to put him down here. He also doesn't have a throw loop. And to me, I think Honda is A-. You might call me a down player because that's who I play, but, it is what it is. And we're going to go with Jamie next. And I'm going to actually put Jamie here in A+. I think that Jamie, once he gets a drink, actually 2 drinks in, he's freaking really good. It just depends on what character you're playing against and if you're going to be able to get those drinks in. Now, some people do a really good job with it. Other people don't. I think as Jamie players, and you're already seeing this, begin to progress, and they're a really motivated group. I have a lot of people that I follow on Twitter that are Jamie players, and they're always posting tech. There's always stuff that you see for Jamie, new stuff that people are learning. I think that he's a really good character. I don't think he's been fully fleshed out yet. And his drive rush is kind of slow, but drive rush into heavy punch is pretty good. So he's able to drive rush in, he gets those 3 hits. He's able to break any type of drive impact on reaction with that. He's plus, he's able to do things off of that. Once he gets to command grab, he's just a pain to deal with. He's a pain to deal with. Once he gets that drink and that command grab, he's a really tough character to deal with. I'm going to put him at A+. His dive kick is also really good. It changes his jump arc, and very tough to deal with at times. But again, he may drop a little bit. He may go up depending on what some people find. I'm not 100% sold on exactly where I'm putting Jamie, but I'm going to put him at A+ right now. JP. So this was a character when the game first started. I would put him at S+. I started off with JP when the game first released. I was like, this character is amazing. He does everything well. And then I started playing people that were able to get around the zoning. They were playing in that just outside of sweep range, and then they're getting in on me fully, and I can't use my projectiles, and I was like, dang, this character made me feel like I was playing Darkside. For those that don't know, I was a Darkside main in Injustice 2, and he was a character that was really good with projectiles. He lived and died off of his mix, 50-50s. If the person guessed right, you were just done. You were cooked. And the projectile game, once someone got around that, Darkside didn't have any buttons. And JP gave me that reminiscent feeling. And then I eventually thought, dang, I don't know, man. He might be mid or even lower mid. I dropped him. I stopped playing him for a while. And then I started playing against JP players, and they were doing things that I wasn't doing. And then I thought, you know what, maybe he's A+. And I was like, yo, this character, his conversions off anti-airs, everything that he's doing as far as his zoning goes, amnesia, the way that they're setting up traps with the portal and the spike, and the mix-ups, the way that he's using drive impact to delete all of your bar up top. I was like, he's got to be S+. So I was like, he's got to be S+. And then I started learning some more things. It's like the evolution of my thoughts on JP. And there are some ways to get around the amnesia using light buttons and other things. He doesn't have a really true reversal or wake up. So I'm actually going to put him down at S-. I'm going to put Blanca ahead of him. So that's the spot where I would put JP right now. He's also drive impact susceptible as the move with the cane where he spins and it's 2 hits. That thing you can react to and you can drive impact right through it. So that definitely is something that negates you know, some of the things that he wants to do. I'm going to put him in S- right now. You may agree, you may not agree. Jury. So we're going to put Jury up here in S+, and we're going to move Jury ahead of DJ. Jury's got great pressure. Her drive rush is probably second fastest, second best in the game to this guy right here, DJ. Her crouching medium is really good, and it goes right into drive rush, and you're able to get your pressure off of that. She's got plus buttons. Her medium punch up close is plus. She's got great anti-air tools. She's got good supers. Her level 2 is actually really good, where she is like plus on everything. She's able to get all this crazy pressure. I just really like her. I think she's really good. She's a character that interests me and one that I'm probably going to wind up looking into. She also has throw loops, and her dash is just crazy. Like, she's just really good. She's super mobile. Her dive kick changes her jump arc, and it's a way to really do some good things with this character. So I'm going to put her in S+. All right, next up we have Ken. And we're going to put Ken in A, actually S, no, I'm sorry. We're putting him up here, and we're actually going to put him to the front right now of S+. And Dragon Lash, really good. You can combat it, right? You can react to it with Drive Impact. You can hit a button on his way in, but he's plus if you block it. Really good tool. It can get you very far as ranked goes online. Or will it, you know, be amazing at the highest level? There's so many things you have to worry about with Ken. I do think people are going to get Dragon Lash in and get plus frames, get some shenanigans going. His run is really good. He's able to cut down space. He can actually cut down space with his run and go through projectiles with his flaming DP. And his heavy punch is awesome. His jump heavy punch is pretty good as well with neutral jump. He's got great tools. He's in a position where his crouch medium kick is also one of the best in the game. It goes right into drive rush. You can utilize drive rush into your crouch medium. He also has mind games off of the Jinrai kicks, so it's, you know, pretty difficult to combat. You really have to flawless block it with some characters. Now other characters, they block it, they can punish it. So certain characters, it depends. There's also a gap in the Jinrai kick, so you can hit that gap, but he also might not go into the second hit or the low. If that's the case and you go and you try to meter burn through it, you're going to get punished. So he does have some good mind games, throw loops like crazy. Great character. Kimberly. We're going to place Kimberly down in A tier. This is a character, I'm sorry, A-. This is a character that I personally have issues with. I don't react really well to Kimberly. But after going into practice mode, figuring the character out a little bit, understanding what she wants to do, and the best way to do that is to play the character. So what I did was I labbed the character, I went into the game, started, you know, labbing, understand the combos, understand what she wants to do in neutral, all of her specials, and I took the character online. So I play the character, and a lot of her stuff, I don't want to say it's like fake, but it is. Like, a lot of it is punishable if you can react and you understand what a Kimberly player wants to do. And I think the high-level players are doing that. I'm just not doing that personally. But the more that I learn about the character, the more that I realize and understand that a lot of the stuff that she does isn't really real, right? You can combat it. You can punish her for it. So that's why I'm going to put her in A-. Now, her stand medium kick is great. Her crouch medium kick is great too. It's plus. You can't drive rush cancel into it, but it is really good. Especially drive rush into it, you're like plus like 7 or 8 or something. It's something ridiculous. She has really pretty good tools. Losing her reversal, especially her wake up for her wake up game, is really bad. So Tatsu, the EX Tatsu, was something that she was able to do on wake up, but it's no longer invincible in that instance. And I think that really hurts her, and that's why I put her down in A-. Lily. We're going to put Lily also in A-. And I think that Lily's really weird. She's a weird character. I had a really hard time playing against Lily before I understood what she was doing. The EX Spire with the wings, when she gets the wings, it's plus, right? It goes through projectiles. I was using Guile, and a lot of Lilies were just smacking me. I was like, dude, this character has a plus on block, projectile immune, like 3/4 screen move that's plus. She's plus, and she has a command grab, right? So in that instance, like, I didn't really know how to play the matchup. You got to really stick on Lily. if you stick on the character and you don't let her utilize her wings, get her wings, she's not very good. And one of the things that I also learned to utilize was drive reversal. This is a character I drive reversal probably the most. And a lot of Lily players have an issue with it. They get their wings, they come in, they're trying to, have those plus frames, bam, right? Drive reversal her right out. So now she's got to get them again. So in those instances, she's not the best character, but she does have some like really good tools. Like her buttons reach far. They're a little bit cumbersome. Like the way that some of them recover isn't like awesome. Her crouch heavy punch is pretty good as far as an anti-air goes. One of the better ones. She has decent specials. But I don't know. I mean, I think that there are some players that are playing her really well and at a high level. Some that I've matched up with online. But I just think her game is too simple to start moving up. Maybe she'll move up, in A-, maybe get here, but I don't think she's going, up to the top. So right here is where I'm going to put her for right now. But things may change. Miyoung, we're going to put her in front of Jamie. Can I do that? There we go. In A+. She's a very high risk, high reward character. So she's got the command grab, she's got the medals. The medals are sick. The damage is sick. The only thing that's really a problem with Miyoung is that she's high risk. Go with the command grab and you get it, and it pays off, you're good. Right? You can also combo into grabs and get medals that way. The best way to get medals, in my opinion, is to perfect your perfect parry, because that puts you in a situation to get your medals free, right? Because you're perfect parrying and it's low risk, right? So you get your perfect parry, bang, right? Medal. Bang, perfect parry, medal. Now, whenever you commit to that risk, the reward is much bigger, right? So when you go in with some type of, pressure, or you pull the person in and you go for a command grab, in those instances, the reward is so much bigger. You can also utilize your regular throw to mitigate the risk and anti-air people when they try to jump out. So you have that as well. She has pretty good buttons. They're far-reaching. Drive impact susceptible, though. The mid-screen, like overhead and low, those two moves, there is some risk to them, especially with the low. You can punish that pretty well, but the overhead, sometimes the range on it is a little bit of a pain. So sometimes it's difficult to punish. You almost have to perfect parry it. Kind of annoying. She plays decent in neutral. She has a decent anti-air. Her wake-up isn't the best. Wake-up game isn't the best, but I'm going to put her in A+. Marissa. I am going to place Marissa to the right of Cami. So Marissa is going to be right here. She's got big buttons, man. Big buttons, plus frames, long startup, but she does have that armor. She gives some characters fits, right? Like Honda, when I play Honda, I think Marissa is one of his worst matchups. She's just really good as far as being a brute force. She's got crazy damage. Any character with damage like that, you can't really drop them too far low, unless you're Zangief, right? And we'll get to that in a little bit. Zangief players like, oh no. So she's got the Gladius, the Superman punch to go through projectiles, though, she can be punished for those. But that damage, man, is pretty hefty, and we're going to put her right there. Rashid's not out yet, so we're not going to do Rashid here. And next up, we have Rio. We're going to put him in A-. And I think he's really good. Like, he's a good character. Again, like I said, all of these characters can win. Every single one of them. I think that the game is that balanced. I just think that Ryu struggles a little bit compared to the other characters, right? He's got a good crouching medium kick, not the best. He's got a good projectile, not the best. He's got good corner damage, one of the best, I think. I think his corner damage is really good. His mid-screen damage is okay. Donkey kick works really well in neutral. He's got good anti-airs. He's a very solid character. I think that he's a character that I would suggest many beginners use, because they can get an idea of how to zone a little bit, how to engage in pressure up close. His throw loops are very good. I think he's actually the most plus on his throw loops. You could actually do like a full jab after the throw and still get a throw into the next throw, into the next throw. He's good. He's got good buttons, man. But I don't know. He doesn't have anything that's like crazy over the top. Nothing that you have to worry about in a way where, like, these upper tier characters you got to worry about. Luke. So we're going to put Luke in A Psych. He's going to go number 1. He's the best character in the game. So to me, Luke is the best character. He's got great anti-airs. His projectile is awesome. Crouch medium kick, very good. He's got throw loops. He's able to do so many things that other characters are doing, but not as well as Luke. He also has an awesome level 1. His level 3 is also very good. Crazy damage. He's just awesome. Luke is just crazy good. His stand medium kick is good. All of his buttons seem to like move him forward. So even when you like jab or like his medium punch, like geez, like this guy, he's just always moving forward. He's just got great buttons. He's just a great character. And I don't think he's like one of those characters where I lose to Luke and I get frauded out. Like he's just he's so good. He's just such a good character. Makes me want to play him, to be honest with you. Zangief, we're going to put him at the bottom, and I alluded to this earlier. And he just struggles the most, right? He's got things that I think need to be changed a little bit. His lariat is, it doesn't hit on both sides, so you can kind of cross him up. He also, his level 1 puts him in a situation where he's not really able to get out when someone's putting pressure on him and he's burnt out and someone is in the corner and bang, they hit him with a drive impact. Right, you're not able to do that with him because his level 1 is like an anti-air. So, with that being said, that's kind of rough. It's a rough situation to be in. He has a trouble getting in a lot of instances. And I'm just going to put him down at the bottom. I just think I don't struggle too much against Zangief unless when I'm using Honda. He's also one of Honda's like worst matchups, I think. But when I use any other character, when I use Guile, it's like a cakewalk in most cases. So, I'm going to put him down in B. And then Dalsum, I'm going to put him in the front of A+. So before, like when the game first came out, I would have probably put Dalsum down here. Now I'm debating, like, should I put him in A+ or maybe like over here? I think here is the best spot for right now, right? Like the best character in A+. I played quite a few very good Dalsums recently, and I've been looking into the character, and he's got a lot of shenanigans. He does. And he takes a lot of patience to play. You really need to put the time in to learn the character. He's drive impact susceptible, so I think that's going to stop him from ever being up here, But I think he's really good, man. He's really good. I think he wins a lot of matchups, too, right? When you typically talk about a tier list, you talk about matchups, right? And who's going to win which matchup. I don't think the game's been out really long enough to cover, like, a definitive list of the characters and who they win to and who they lose to. So I'm just going, more so based off of their tools. So for right now, this is the tier list that I have. You can hate me all you want in the comment section. I'm sure that I'll be able to take it. It'll be okay. So leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this tier list, what you think each character should be in, or your tier list. You can leave that down in the comment section too. If you're new to the channel, be sure to click that subscribe button. Don't forget to click the bell so you get updated whenever I post new content. And as always, I want to thank you guys for checking in. It's Gleez signing out and continue to game strong.